Hi everyone, welcome to Euron and my name is Anshu Kumar guys. Today I was trying to do one hobby project where I was trying to integrate Yuri with WhatsApp basically. And yeah, it looks amazing. So from my WhatsApp, I'm able to access Yuri and even I'm able to integrate a real-time model, real-time APIs. And I'm able to ask anything in a real time. Maybe it's a news, maybe it's about the sports, maybe it's about weather, maybe it's about temperature or whatever it is, right? So global news or local news. I was able to ask, and this is the project I'm going to showcase in a step-by-step manner in this one. So this project is very much simple, but yeah, so a couple of steps are required to do a setup. And I believe if you are going to do a setup, you will be able to call a Yuri, not just Yuri, you will be able to call any model, any APIs, and then you will be able to do your own setup. It's a very basic one, very easy one. But now let me tell you how I'm going to expose my function. So if you're going to expose your function, you will your function the way I have done. So you will be able to do it for anything and everything. And again, in a real time, you will be able to establish a communication with the WhatsApp and maybe try to open up this entire things for an entire world. So here is my screen guys, and as you can see, I'm able to chat inside my WhatsApp. So I'm going to ask a question that what is the temperature in Bangalore, or it is going to give me a response by the way. And if I'm going to ask even a question that tell me, right? So if I'm going to ask a question that tell me news from Bangalore. Excuse me. Yeah. So tell me a news from Bangalore. So it is going to give me a news from Bangalore. And that too, everything it is trying to perform in a real time. So everything is real time. So how this is happening and how I'm able to build this project. Let's try to talk about it. How I'm able to integrate in a real time with a WhatsApp. Let's try to talk about it. So we have a Yuri on Euron. So now inside a Yuri, we have a multiple model which is available, right? Multiple model which is available inside a Yuri itself. Now here, so we have a model called as Gemini 2.0 Flash. So this particular model I'm talking about. So this particular model I'm talking about, Gemini 2.0 Flash. Now this Gemini 2.0 Flash can be used for a Google search basically, as we have already mentioned. So it's very, very fast. It's a cost efficient and it can be used for a Google search. So we are going to use this particular model and we are going to expose this particular model to my WhatsApp. So technically I'm going to integrate this model with my WhatsApp. And again, so if I'm able to integrate with my WhatsApp, you will be able to integrate with yours. You can try to make it as a global one. That's completely fine. So this model I'm going to use, and I will be like writing just a little bit of code, not much, I would say, and I will be able to build this entire thing. So here, if I'm going to talk about a flow, so I'm going to write basically a Python code. Let me write something over here. So I'm going to write a Python function. So Python function I'm going to write. I'm going to expose it to the outer world with the help of Flask and ng-rock basically. And then I'm going to access it with the help of Twilio over here. And then from my WhatsApp interface, I will be able to access all of these things in a sequence. So it's a very simple thing that we are going to perform. So let's try to do it in a one by one, step by step manner. So you all are going to enjoy it guys, and then let me know so whether you are able to do an integration or not. So again, so coming to the code, and again I will be sharing this code in your chat box. So code wise, it's not a big one, so it's a very, very small code, and again I have not written something very fancy over here. So it's a, like I said, it's very basic, very simple. Anyone and everyone can understand this one. So requirement.txt wise, so I'm trying to do this installation. So we are trying to install a Twilio, and we are installing a Yuri AI SDK. So Yuri AI SDK for Python is already available. So we are going to install this one. Now, so here, so we have something called as Yuri client, and what we are trying to do, so we are just trying to call a model. So now let me show you Yuri basically. So if I'll talk about a Yuri SDK, all these things we have already given to you over here, right? That how you are going to call a model. So you just pass the API key and then you try to pass a model name, and we have a 10-12 model with us as of now. We are trying to integrate more and more. So we have GPT Nano, we have Mini, we have Gemini Pro, Gemini 2. Flash, Llama Scout, Llama Maverick, Llama 3.7, Quen, Mistral, DeepSeek, and we have embedding models as well, a text embedding models as well from our GPT OpenAI itself. Yeah. So lot of models we have, but yeah, so I'm trying to build something for a real time, which GPT will not be able to do. Obviously, GPT like Nano and Mini will not be able to do. It's a general purpose model basically. So here, if I'm looking for a Google search, so I can try to use maybe a Gemini 2.0 Flash, or maybe I can try to use this one. So Gemini 2.5 Pro Exponential. So here I can try to like do something based on this Gemini 2.0 Flash. So to use this particular model, I need two things. One is a model ID, right? As per the SDK which we have released, per the function that we have released. So we need a model ID, and you need your own API key. So your API key you will be able to find out inside the authentication. That's it. This is the only thing which is required, and this model is available at your fingertips. As simple as that, guys. As simple as that, right? So this model is available. So what I have done over here, so I have created a .env file, which is a standard way of doing it. And I'm trying to keep my model name here. If you would like to use some different model, use it. If you would like to parameterize it from a WhatsApp itself, so you can try to parameterize it. That's completely fine. Means on a slash, you can select a multiple model, or as of now, I'm just trying to give an access to the Gemini. And then here is my Yuri API key, which I have copied from my dashboard itself. Now I'll come to this part, Tulio WhatsApp number as well. I'll come to that part. So just wait for some time. Yeah. Now let's go to a Yuri client. Like I said, so I'm like, it's a very basic project which I have built. Nothing fancy, but yeah, still very much effective, guys. Very much effective, literally. So here I'm trying to call my Yuri client. So the SDK which we have released from a Euron side. So this is the Yuri client, and Yuri client, we are trying to pass a API key, and we are trying to pass the model which I'm reading from a .enrn file. So I believe those who are familiar with Python, they know how to like do these things. And again, it's a very simple, easy peasy step. Now here, so we have written a function. I have written a function basically ask Yuri. So I'm just going to hit the client. So this particular client by passing these two arguments, API key and model. And I'm just trying to pass my maximum token and temperature. I can try to play with temperature. I can try to play with the maximum token as well. And it is going to give a response, as simple as that. So it is going to give a response if response is good. So here in that case, we are just trying to return the response content. That's it. So this is what this Yuri client is trying to do, nothing else. Very simple, right? And then we have a next step, which is called as app.py. So inside app.py, so what I'm trying to do is, so I'm trying to create a route. I'm trying to expose it as a like a API basically. So on this particular path, on a path of /WhatsApp, I'm trying to expose it so that I will be able to like access it through this particular URL, right? I'm just trying to create an API over here. And then here, so what we are trying to do is, so we are first of all trying to take incoming messages that, okay, so what we are trying to get from like a WhatsApp, what kind of a question people are trying to basically ask over here. And then like if there is a form, so in that case form, but I'm not using that particular part. So messaging response. So here I'm trying to call a API, or I'm calling a library from a Tulio. So messaging response, and then it is going to give a response, and then I'm trying to perform a reply over here. So now reply text will be generated. So reply will be generated where? So how? Reply will be generated by asking Yuri, as simple as that. So whatever I'm going to ask to Yuri, whatever Yuri is going to respond, I'm going to give it as a reply. And then I'm trying to run this app on this particular port number. Now this is completely fine, but how this integration is going to happen, because WhatsApp is a complete different system. This is going to run in my local system. So I have to access a WhatsApp, right? I have to access a WhatsApp. So I will be able to access it with the help of Tulio. Again, you can go on Tulio. You can try to create a free account over there. That's completely fine. Let me show you how you can try to do it. So here I can try to open up my maybe one of the email ID. So here, and then I can try to go to not here. So Google, Google. Tulio, I can try to search for, and then I can try to log in over here. So maybe like a start for free, and I can try to do a Google login over here. Now you will see the magic. So my local system is ready. My local system is up and running. So I just have to integrate with the WhatsApp in a real time. That is something that we have to do. Okay, so phone number wise, I'm going to give my phone number 91760722251. Let's suppose 91760722251, and just a verification, because Tulio requires a verification. Unless and until you're not doing a verification, it will not allow you. So my verification code 344412. Okay, so verify, and yeah. Save this code somewhere safe. That's completely fine. So I have saved it. Now I'll talk about the steps, guys. So let's try to see how we are going to set up the Twilio account and how I will be able to expose it. Okay, so it is trying to prepare basically a Twilio. Now the step, okay, I think it's like a developer like account. It's prepared. Now business, okay, this is just a hobbyist and a student. Okay, check in, then developer, fine, with code, fine, verification, something else, fine, WhatsApp, fine. So in so many videos, even in my class videos, I talked about integration with the Gmail in a real time. But yeah, so here I'm talking about integration in a real time with WhatsApp. So how we can do it. And again, it's not about a URI integration. You can integrate anything with WhatsApp. This is what I'm trying to show you. So here it is going to, in a developer mode, it is going to give you like a sandbox access basically. And then you can try to integrate your sandbox with your WhatsApp. I'm going to show you step-by-step manner. So how you are going to basically integrate it. So this Twilio account, what we are going to do over here is that we are going to like connect this Twilio account, this particular account, if I'll say, with what? So we are going to connect it with the WhatsApp, right? We are going to connect with the WhatsApp, right? And once we are going to connect with the WhatsApp, so we are going to connect this Twilio with our own system. So my system means the code which I have written, the code which is like up and running inside my VS Code. So I'm going to expose that code and I will be connecting with the Twilio. That's it. So from my system to Twilio to WhatsApp. So WhatsApp will send here and then it will send here, then it will respond here, then it will go over here. So this is how this entire process is going to run. Just wait and watch for a couple of minutes because it takes time to like, activate this entire things. In between, what you can do, guys, so in between you can go again to a Google because I have to expose my entire like so I have to basically expose my entire basically like app which is running in my system, local system, to the entire world. So what I can do, I use like a ngrok over here so that I will be able to expose my entire things which is up and running inside my system to the entire world. So just try to like click on ngrok download and then click on download over here, accept all, that's fine, cut it and then download all. So just try to download ngrok, guys, by the way, and keep it inside your like a system for now. Okay, so Twilio is still preparing. Let me refresh, let me check. So ngrok, guys, download it and keep it one thing, and then Twilio. So that with the help of ngrok, I'm going to expose it. Okay, so open WhatsApp. I'm going to open up my WhatsApp and here I have opened up a WhatsApp and this is the Twilio, right? This is the Twilio. I have already like integrated. So this is going to open up in my WhatsApp and then I can try to like send this message, which is an automated one. So join attempt task and hit enter. It is going to give me a response saying that Twilio sandbox, you are all set. So this sandbox is now set. Okay, so now what I'm able to achieve in this particular place is that I am able to communicate between a Twilio, this one, and my WhatsApp, right? My WhatsApp. Now this integration is done. So Twilio to my WhatsApp integration is done. Now what integration we are supposed to do? So my system to this Twilio, to this WhatsApp. So this integration needs to be done. How I'm going to do it. So here, as of now, I'm running each and everything in a Flask. So as you can see, if I'm going to execute it, so Python app.py file, if I'm going to run it, so it is basically a Flask app, which is running on this particular port number. Now, this is a local thing, right? This is running in my local machine. This is not running on a global one. I can try to host it. In that case, it will be global and that's completely fine. But as of now, it's running in my local system. I have to expose it. I have to make it global. So how I will be able to make it global? That's the reason. So I have downloaded basically ngrok, right? So we have downloaded basically ngrok and then just try to open up your ngrok. Once you are going to open up your ngrok, right? Once you are going to open up your ngrok, then what you have to do is, so you have to just expose you just have to expose your current existing port number to the outer world. That's it. This is something that you have to do at the end of the day. So once you are going to expose your port to the outer world, it is going to work. So how you are going to expose this to the outer world? So just try to open up ngrok cls. So here what you have to do is, so your app in a local machine is running at which port? 5002 port number. So here just try to write inside the ngrok command line that ngrok and then http and expose what? So 5002. So this expose it. Now once you are going to expose it, you can view your current agent session. Okay, so one session is already running, so I have to just close that session. Then only I will be able to execute this one. So let me close my previous session, and then again I'm going to execute ngrok http, and as you can see that whatever is running on my local host, right? Whatever is running on my local host, now it's been exposed. It's been exposed to the outer world with HTTPS. So whatever is running. Now this is the URL which I need and which we are going to stitch it with the Twilio. So here inside a sandbox setting, so I can try to copy and paste this one. Then this is not just like copy and paste is not going to work. So at this path, my app is running as per ngrok. So I have just made like this things public, but my method, right? So my method is available. WhatsApp reply is available at which path? At this particular path, my WhatsApp reply is available. So what I can do is I can try to copy and paste this particular path. Means whenever request will come, it is going to serve it. It is going to serve it and just save it, right? Just save it. So whenever a request will come, so this particular endpoint is going to serve this one. So here, now if I'm going to talk about a brief objective and brief idea about like what we have built and what we are able to do now. So now we are able to, let me draw this. So now we have a app up and running. First of all, we have an app in my local system, which is up and running. Let me change my color. So we have app up and running. Now we have exposed this app to the outer world, to the internet. So maybe I can try to host it on some cloud platform, but I'm not doing it. I'm just like trying to build a MVP. So I'm not doing that. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to use ngrok and exposing it to the outer world, to the HTTPS, to the outer world, to the entire world. I'm going to expose it. And this is my URL, right? This is my URL by which anyone can reach out to my system for now, unless and until I'm up and running this thing. /WhatsApp. So with the help of /WhatsApp, anyone can reach out to this one. Now I have just integrated this one with my Twilio. And then what I'm trying to do, so then I have integrated Twilio with a WhatsApp. Now inside this app, I'm using which API? So I'm using API from a Yuri. So which model I'm trying to use inside this one? So I'm trying to use basically Gemini 2.0. Gemini 2.0 basically over here, so that I will be able to do a real-time search. So this is how this entire flow is going to work. This is like one of the simplest project that you will be able to find out, but yeah, one of the amazing one at the same point of a time. And yes, let's go ahead and let's try to execute this entire project and let's see whether I'm able to do a real-time chat with this WhatsApp or not. So let me delete this one entire things. My app is up and running. I'll be testing it one by one. So let's go to WhatsApp, right? And then ask a question to a Twilio that give me a news about Delhi, right? So let's see. Yeah. So here is a summary of the New Delhi, and then it is trying to give me here. So what I have done, so I have basically created a Yuri client, and temperature I have set, and then maximum token is equal to 300. Maybe I can try to keep it 800 so that it will be able to give me a longer response, right? I can try to keep it, and then formatting wise, so I can try to work on it. I can try to format it in a better way. But as you can see over here in my console that it's a 200, right? And again, if you'll check your ngrok, so again, it's a 200. So /WhatsApp, so it's a 200. 200 means it's a good response that we are able to get. Again, I'll go to WhatsApp, and then I can try to like ask that give me a weather report for Delhi, right? Give me a weather report for Delhi. So let's see what it is going to give it to me. So it's a real-time API that I have integrated, and that too for a real-time search, right? So here is a report on Delhi for May 2, 2025, which is today. So it's simply validating that it is trying to fetch everything in a real time, right? It is trying to fetch everything in a real time, and I'm able to integrate it. Now I can try to make this WhatsApp group, or maybe as a WhatsApp bot for the entire world. I just have to like do one additional step where I will be able to expose it to the entire world, and entire world will be able to use my Yuri feature, right? And again, many things can be done, but yeah, so I believe you are loving this particular demo. Code and everything, I will make it available, but yeah, code is not a big deal, but the entire architecture or entire connection that we have done over here, that is pretty much like a more important as compared to the code that we are going to talk about. So hope you are going to like this particular one. And like I said in the beginning, guys, so I was just trying to like build some MVPs just for a hobby. This is what I do. Like I do a lot of like MVPs and POCs I used to build for myself, for my team, and again for my students, for my class as well. So this is one of the things which I have built today morning itself. And I thought of like sharing this with all of you. So hope all of you are going to love it, like it. And yeah, so if you have any kind of a doubt, concern, confusion, please let me know. I'll be here to help you out with that. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. See you again in my next video.